today's video, which is, you guessed it, back in the kitchen. I feel like we've been doing a lot of those recently, but I love cooking. I hope you do too. I hope this inspires you. Today, we are all about snacks. We are actually getting ready to head south. Cheers for this solar-powered person. I just feel like this time of the year, I just crave sunshine so bad. But anyways, we're getting ready to go. So these snacks are in preparation for that. I tried to focus on high protein snacks, or at least like healthier-ish things. So you'll be seeing some fruits, veggies, some protein. Anyways, it's a list of things today. Where is my list even? Oh, it's way over there. Anyways, we have a list of things. These are kid-friendly snacks. A lot of these are my kids' favorites. You'll see as we go, but I tried to kind of put some healthier twists on there, sneak them in for the kiddos. So, I hope you enjoy. I hope this inspires you. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite thing to snack on, and let's get cooking. Okay, to start things off, we are gonna make some protein muffins. So these are actually chocolate muffins, but they have no flour, no refined sugar in them. And our kids absolutely love them. So to start off, I'm gonna take 4 bananas, I'm gonna put them in the blender and get blending. If you do this recipe in like half the amount, you can actually fit the entire recipe in the blender, which is super fun, but it doesn't reach very far for my hungry crew. So we are gonna do at least the bananas, at least the wet stuff in here, and then we'll transfer to another container. Okay, I'm also gonna put the eggs in here. Let me grab a bowl quick. I'm also going to add a cup of maple syrup, and then we'll blend it before we add the peanut butter. Now we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of peanut butter. See if we can actually fit it in. These are also really good for breakfast. Okay, we're getting full. Okay, blend this up and then we'll transfer to another container. So now I'm just gonna pour this mixture. It's still a little lumpy, but it's basically peanut butter. So I'm gonna just pour that in this bowl, and then we'll add the dry stuff. Okay, so I have about 1.5 cups cocoa, and then we're gonna add 4 scoops of protein powder, and I'm using the Swanson's Original Whey protein powder in vanilla. I think, yeah, vanilla flavor. Okay, I'm running out of that. And then you could totally use vanilla, normal vanilla. I'm out of regular vanilla, so I'm actually using this vanilla bean paste, y'all. It's so good. It is so good, like so good. So basically what it is vanilla beans actually ground up. Oh, it smells so good. And it actually has, I love using this for when I make ice cream, but it actually has little specks in it, which is the vanilla pod. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. Also, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then we'll just mix it up and put it in the muffin tins. Now I'm actually out of muffin tins, didn't realize, so I'm just gonna butter the rest of these and pop them in the oven. Turning out is not to overbake them. So we'll bake these at 400 degrees and then check them around 8 minutes. They bake 8 to 12 minutes, but if they're overbaked, they're gonna be dry. If you don't overbake them, they're nice, almost like a fudgy texture. So anyways, I'm gonna pop these in now and keep a close eye on them. We have one more treat snack, I guess you could call it here. So these are chocolate chip cookies, and I'm gonna show you how I like to make them, a little bit of a healthier version than the recipe calls for, and let me grab myself a knife. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put 1 cup of butter in my mixer along with an egg, and we'll blend these up. So you saw me putting the maple syrup in here earlier, and I have found that if I substitute wow. Whew, some days it's just hard to get the words out right. You saw me put the maple syrup in here, and I found that you get a really, really similar consistency of baked good if you use maple syrup instead of refined white sugar and sprouted flour instead of all-purpose. Now the actual name of this flour is organic sprouted whole grain wheat flour, which is a long name, but basically sprouted flour has the same benefits as sourdough in that it's already like partly digested, for lack of better words. Anyway, so I love to use that, especially in muffins or cookies or whatever that the kids will be eating. Just a little hack. I'm still going to be using chocolate in them, and they never know the difference. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 1/4 cups of sprouted flour, and then I'm going to add a dash of salt and a teaspoon of baking powder, and then we'll just mix this. While this mixes, I'm going to go ahead and chop up my chocolate. Where did I even put it? Okay. So I just got this bulk food box of chocolate. So it's actually these Hershey bars that are just in chunks. So I'm just gonna chop these up into a lot smaller little chunks, and then we'll add those to our chocolate chip cookies, and we'll be ready to bake. To lick the whisk right now. I am such a kid in how I love chocolate chip cookie dough. I could eat it by the spoon, but I'm not going to. Let's get these on the pan. Okay, you know how you sometimes just get munchy in the afternoons or when driving? I love to have some fruits and veggies prepped and ready to go. So that's what we're gonna do next. I also have these containers just ordered off Amazon. I'll try to link them down below. They're just a nice size like this. Then they also have the lid, but they are disposable. So that's perfect for traveling. So I'm just gonna chop all this stuff up and put them in these containers so that they're all set to go. make these really fun for the kids. So we're gonna make kind of like grape caterpillars. Basically, I'm just putting 3 grapes on a toothpick, and that way I'm also hoping they don't roll around in the car as much. So we're just gonna put these in the boxes like this, and hopefully that works out well. I imagine there's a fun way you could put eyes on these too, but I have a lot to do before we leave, so I'm just gonna go with the eyeless caterpillars. Speaking of kid snacks, have you guys seen the, I don't know, I see it on Pinterest, all these super cute little meals that are in like train or airplane or all these different shapes. I think it's so fun. I really want to surprise the kids with that sometime. It doesn't look hard, it's just cutting your food in certain shapes, and I know they would love it. So anyway, I did a reel the other day on Instagram, well, for Valentine's, of waffle, like heart waffles. They were chocolate sourdough heart waffles, and I have the recipe on my Instagram if you want to check it out. But the kids were, basically they're these tiny little heart waffles, and the kids were absolutely delighted. It was so fun seeing their reaction. I wish I would have recorded it. Super basic. I just have a, whatever this is, normal 16-ounce thing of sour cream and then this ranch dip mix. I love this ranch dip mix. It's the Hidden Valley. Just gonna mix those two together and call it good. Use that as a dip for the veggies. Although, truthfully, I don't know if we'll even use this dip while driving. We might just use it there. Carrots and cucumbers, at least in my book, are totally good just without any dip. But we're gonna do this just because it is kind of fun to dip in. And I do love the ranch flavor. I wish I knew how watertight these containers were. I'm trying to decide if I want to put it in there so I can, I guess I could just put it back in the sour cream container. I don't know. I'll see what I do. But that's all there's to it, literally. Just mix that together. So that is good to go. We are losing daylight and my baby's hungry. So I am gonna see if I can finish this tomorrow. See you then. It's the next day now. I'm just gonna finish this. Couple things left. So to start off with, I have these little pouches. They're reusable pouches. I just ordered them off of Amazon. Super nice. It's kind of like Ziploc in the bottom, and then you can fill them with whatever you want. You could totally do baby food. But funny fact, my 7-month-old refuses baby purees. She only wants like actual chunks of food and she nobbles at those. So anyway, it's kind of funny, but I want to fill these with, I have some homemade applesauce, and I have some of the Chobani peach yogurt, as well as this is Wallaby organic vanilla yogurt. So I want to put those in here. It's just easier, especially when you're on the road or on the go in general, to have these, and then they unscrew at the top, and it's just like those little squeezy things that you can get applesauce in. So we're gonna fill these with all of these things. And then we have some cheese to do and some pork roll. And then I think we should be all set to go. So let's finish this up. food prepping part, we are also taking some of these. They are the Sabra Snackers hummus and pretzels. These are a big hit around here. Everybody loves them. So we got a pack of those, and then also some pretzel sticks to do with our pork roll and cheese. And then I also have some granola bars, that kind of thing. All right, you guys, that wraps up our snack prepping. I hope it was helpful to you, and make sure to let me know in the comments below what your favorite snack is. I would love to hear. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe. It's free. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, guys. She wants to say bye to you guys, too. Can you blow them kisses?